and welcome to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you how they will do things like come into my bedroom, uh, take my things, uh, replace things with something else, take something that's personal, do something that's really strange, really, really strange, right? And again, it's to, I don't know, I think maybe they do it for to try to identify you, the individual. But I'm like, I'm on YouTube all the damn time. I do videos almost every day. Well, not almost every day, but you guys see my videos, you're on my channel. And so I don't know why and what's the purpose, but I guess I can only speculate that, it has to do with maybe because of the microchip, right? Identification, location, that sort of thing. And basically, since I've been, the remote monitoring has been very slight, you know, um, I don't know, but it's just speculation on my part. So anyway, um, yesterday I went by Pam. I had to get some ink that I ordered from Amazon for my printer so I can print out some of my schoolwork. And I got dressed, put my book bag on, took my cane, got to the bus station, not bus station, but the bus stop, got on the bus, right? And the bus came really quick. I was like, wow, the bus came like really, really quick. And it actually got to the next stop that I get off on because the other bus really, really quick. So as I was getting off that stop, I was sitting down, I stood up and I put my book bag on and I lifted up my cane and my cane wouldn't lift up. And I was like, wait, what the hell is going on? What the hell? And so I looked down and there was this thing, right? This thing. And again, and they do this for a reason. Either one, they think I'm not going to do a video about it because again, the fear and also letting you know that they can come into your apartment, they can come into your bedroom even though I have a locked door and stuff like that. And to think about it, I had given I had an extra key I gave to my sister, and she said to me that my son Bryce he had took it, but he said he had put it back, and then the key disappeared. So that's how they getting into my bedroom, right? Swiping my keys, okay? And so anyway, I got by Pam. Didn't really think about it because she had an allergic reaction at work to some food, and so they had given her medication and stuff like that. And she got home and she was feeling pretty bad. So I said, I'm gonna come over, and that's the reason why I went over there. Plus also to get my inks and stuff like that. And so I knew she was gonna be sleeping, so I had stopped by this restaurant to pick up some food because I said if she's sleeping, I know the kids are probably still up, right? Because I did speak to them before I went over there, and I had asked Ethan to tell his sister to go take a bath. So when I get over there, so I got over there, and of course she's sleeping, and I had went to the restaurant and stuff like that, which I'm gonna show you guys, which is very funny because I went into the restaurant. There was nobody in the restaurant. This was like around 9 o'clock. There was nobody in the restaurant. As soon as I went in, all of a sudden a whole bunch of people showed up. Right? It's like they waited for me to get in. Immediately as I walked into that restaurant, okay, it's like everybody rushing, right? And there was some gay guy there they were trying to target me with, and like I said, they always try to do that gay thing, either with me or send me subliminal message of them trying to manipulate Pam into becoming gay or whoever else around me to becoming gay and stuff like that. And I talk about this. This is, not saying this will happen to every gay person, but I'm saying particularly in the Black community where you see an increase of homosexuality, young people being gay and stuff like that. One, it's sometimes in the food. Okay. Two, the use of psychological manipulation, okay, manipulating people's trauma, manipulating their mind to hate, you know, their own sexuality or their own uh, uh, um, gender. Okay, I'm not saying this with everybody. Okay, so these are things that happen. Okay, and of course there are people who are born, you know, gay. Not disputing that, but I'm just saying there are other factors that also involve. Like, for example, women who've had bad relationship with men, they can't seem to have bad, good relationship with men. They end up becoming gay themselves or in a same-sex relationship, and it's not because they were born that way, but it's because a big part of it because they refuse to deal with the internal trauma that they experience, or there's something about them that want to be the dominant one, right? And so sometimes that also is based off of, you know, childhood trauma or what have you, you know. But anyway, let me get past this. So anyway, got to Pam. She was sleeping. Ethan was still doing homework. His sister was sleeping. You know, gave them food and stuff. So I didn't really, you know, think about this, you know. So it wasn't until I came home in this afternoon because I was tired. I got up early, took the kids to the babysitter. Came home, tried to go to sleep, went to sleep, woke up, you know, after 3, and then I was like, okay, I was like, yeah, my kid. I was like, what the hell happens? I'm looking to see if the thing didn't pop off, and on top of it, you know, instead of holes on the cane, so there is a brass or a push button. It's a push button, you know, thing that you push and you can adjust the lengthen or shorten the cane. So, and it's pretty hard. These things don't pop out like that. So it was deliberate. And then, like I said, they replaced it with that metal piece right there. So let me just take a video. This shit. So apparently somebody came into my bedroom as I was sleeping, took the little brass button on my cane that I used to adjust the, you know, the length of the cane and replace it with this. Now I saw this yesterday. I was on the bus going by Pam, and I raised my cane up, and something hooked onto my pants. So when I looked, I saw that it says I'm recording this. I start hearing police sirens about outside immediately. Yeah, so this will happen. And then again, you have people coming in the house. Again, this is all to shut me up as a threat to show me that they can come in this house when I'm sleeping, you know, with family inside, and they can do stuff like this, come into my bedroom, my door's closed, and, you know, do things like this, right? So again, I'm not surprised because this is what they do. And so they're not scaring me. Like I said, the only way you're going to stop me from exposing it, or the only way that you think you're going to control me, which you're not, is in a box, or if you incarcerate me. If you incarcerate me, still won't be, but you might be able to control my body, okay? But I'll still continue to defy with my mind everything that you're trying to condition me to be, right? It's not going to happen. So just putting this video out there again just to show. And again, hey, I'm going to sleep in my bedroom tonight. You want to come in? You want to do whatever you got to do? Go ahead. You're not going to scare me. And, you know, and that's it. And like I said, I'm going to continue to expose you. Okay. And so exactly. I'm going to continue to do this, continue to expose regardless of what. Because again, they use fear and threats. So if you're going to use threats, then follow through on your threats. Because guess what? You're not scaring me. All right? Not anymore. Not at this point. Because once you, like I said to TIs, once you understand what has been done to you, once you realize what they've been doing to you for years and years and years, prior to you being aware of what's going on, they've been doing this, okay? And that's part of the coercive persuasion. It has been done before you even, you know, sometimes some people are in this program, never even realizing that they're in this program. There are those of us who wake up from being, being able to become aware of it, right? Because somehow, that our consciousness, our conscious mind becomes aware of the subconscious programming that's going on. So anyway, let me find a video of this morning. Yes, here it is. Okay, so this was talking about. So this was yesterday when I okay. So this is from yesterday. All right. Now I'm just waiting. I had to go to wait for my food at the other end of the aisle. But yeah, look at all those people, right? And they only came in. Like I said, this is after 9 o'clock. There was no one in the restaurant. No one in the restaurant except for there were two workers in there. And immediately as I came in, they just all came in at the exact same time. Okay, they all just rushed in there at the exact same time, right? and I mean literally like rushed in there like they're gonna jump on me or something. And I look and I was like, wow. So when I placed my order and I went to the other side of the aisle, the food aisle, to get my food, I was like, you know what, I got to take a short video of this because we talked about this, about how if we walk into a store, all of a sudden there'll be a whole bunch of people in there. And I forget this. So you see the guy, see where he put his palm, right? So we talk about palm fixation drill. Okay, let's go back. All right. Okay, see. So he extended his arm out so I can see because he's not standing behind him recording. Because they know that's I will record them. So again, this is what they will do, right? So we're not surprised. And so here again, this is this. And when I tell you they won't stop. This after it's Saturday today, but Friday morning, got off the bus after taking the kids to the babysitter. I walked to the bus, got off the bus, got off my stop. This woman standing at the intersection. She's standing at the intersection, but she's facing as if she was going to cross the street. I walked to the corner. She turns towards me and then started walking in the direction I'm walking to in front of me. Then she stops by this car. See this car right here? This is an old. I don't know what kind. When I tell you they won't stop. Right. So you see, she turns and she looks at me. Right, and then she's gonna stop slightly behind the car, but she's on the sidewalk, and she's gonna look at the license plate. Now, this car had a different license plate many years ago, a long time ago actually, and then, but it had a different license plate. And then when they started to try to condition me using the number 32, all of a sudden one day, the car parked in front of my building had the number 32. So I guess the owner of the vehicle applied for a new license plate, and they gave us with the number 32. So since that time, I had been bombarded with vehicles on the road with number 32. I've talked about this. Sometimes, I come home from driving home and I park behind a vehicle, and the number 32 in the license plate. I go by Pam, park behind a vehicle. So they will basically leave parking space for me to park in, where the cars in front of me or behind me had the number 32 in the license plate. So it was a bombardment of that. But at that time I didn't quite understand. I didn't really fully. I knew it was being conditioned, but I didn't really fully understand. I didn't know how to employ any type of measurement to decouple the attachment, right? The triggers and the anchors. And so this is what they've been doing. So now they're going back to the rehash, and they try to do what is called transference, right? So you can attach something to someone, to a place, or what have you, and they try to do it to have me with them. I say the police, the number 32, I think about the cops. The number 32, I think about Jewish women, or the number 32 is they attach it to some black woman or something like that. They'll continue to use in my targeting, or some Hispanic woman they continue to use in my targeting, or some white woman they continue to use in my targeting. So I kind of understand that. So let me play this video. You guys can
It
see.
can't stop. It keep on continuing. But we're going to keep on. So why do you think she's starting up at this car, huh? See that? NLP number 32.
You see that? Like that?
BDP 95 32. She said, yeah, I know. I see you looking at it. It ain't working. It ain't working. See, that's why I got to put them out there, right? Because
and again, I confront them. Like I said, I'm not afraid to confront them because they know what they're doing and I know what they're doing. Okay, and exposing them is the best thing that you can do.
it's so slick. Okay? You got to expose every shit that they do. That's why she was at the corner waiting for me to get off the bus. She saw me walking. She comes and she walks over to the car because, again, NLP, right? Try to embed a subliminal message in the license plate.
You see this white guy there. He's looking at me. He's shaking his head. He's like, "Yeah, I know you know." He's like,
they all know this shit.
so they can hear too.
He's shaking his head, yes. Because I'm right. I know I'm right. He's shaking his head, yes. You're damn right I'm right. I know what it is that they're trying to do. That they've been doing. They've done it so many times. Like I said, I have to detach whatever they put in my mind.
Right. So this is what I had to do. Right. Like I said, learn about this stuff. Study what it is that they do and study how it affected me, what I was thinking, how my behavior, understanding how they were trying to manipulate me into believing that by doing something bad that I'd be rewarded. Right? It's kind of like suicide bombers. They're like, oh yeah, you go kill a whole bunch of people, you're gonna get 72 virgins in heaven. Right? It's the same kind of thing. That's why I show videos of they have people come in front of me and take out a big cache of money in front of their hand and count it. Right? So again, this is the things that they do. Right? So whether it be manipulating people, manipulating your family, manipulating your loved ones, manipulating your husband or wife or whoever is you're in an intimate relationship with, they'll do it either through direct manipulation or using other people to manipulate them. Right? And again, this is all because this is a religious cult. A big part of it is because these people are in religion. Okay, and I've said this before that religious people, particularly pastors, uh, reverend, all these people who are part of the police force, they should not be in law enforcement. They should not be in law enforcement. Okay, because they get into law enforcement they want to dole out whatever they feel is God's wrath or God's whatever. This is the fanatical or the fanatical fanaticism. I can't even say that. I'm just tired right now. Okay, fanaticalism, right? I should say that. There you go, fanaticalism, right? And this is their belief system, and this is what they do, and they'll continue to do things like this. So if they, they may look at you if you don't believe what they believe, if you don't think what they think, if you have a different religion or you're not of their religion. I mean, we've seen this in countries where if you don't believe in religion, they'll kill you. Okay, or they'll oppress you in such a way as to destroy your life. And this is what's going on here. And so we can't forget this. And as a
from a lot of those things, right? She's gone now. She ran back to the corner there.
Okay. And so this is what's happening. This is what's going on. And you get tired of it. You want to expose it because you have to, because you need to. Okay, not just for yourself, but for others who they might put into this program also, or they may do this to for whatever reason or any reason. Okay, because again, we're talking about people who are, committing criminal acts and acting as if that they're not criminals, because it's in the psychological realm. Okay, so there's a video I talked about this called was it the history of U.S. psychological terror? It's on YouTube. Go look it up. Okay, he talks about Stanley Milgram, who did an experiment in which they wanted to know if they can get anybody to commit torture. All right, and guess what they found out? That yes, they can manipulate people to commit and program people to commit torture. Okay,